All right, we live.
Man, we are back once again. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Hello.
Thinking Out Loud. I'm your host, Big Matt, alongside of me is my sister from another mister. How you doing, Sheeta B? Auntie Sheeta, looking all almondy.
You so almondy.
We got a special guest in the house tonight, the CEO of Legit Hustle Apparel. My girl Gigi, what's up, lady? How you doing?
It's good. I'm
Man.
blessed.
Big shout out to our boy Doug. He Mud Native Maker. It's the holiday season right now, so he's out of town. So everybody send y'all deuces to him. He says, I just got on the phone with him. He says hi to our viewership. Make sure y'all subscribe and like and share this video, man. So how y'all doing? Let's just talk about it. It's the holiday season.
Good.
Y'all feeling cool?
I'm good. Full still.
Y'all still full?
Yeah.
That's right.
Them leftovers been real.
What about the shopping thing?
No Black Friday shopping for me. No Christmas
Y'all
this year.
motherfuckers, if you seeing this, you getting your Christmas present after Christmas. She's 16.
Man, I love this part of the year though, man. But as far as that gift giving shit, that's for the kids. I just like kicking it with the fam, eating good, talking our
Trying to
shit
tell you.
as we do, you know, thinking out loud type things.
Yes.
Before we get into the shits, man, I just wanted to send a shout out to a homie of mine. I'm not gonna say his name, but we're gonna segue into the topic that we're gonna talk about today. Just for the fact that we ain't got all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, and I don't want to disrespect any of his loved ones, but we lost a dear friend of ours. He died in his sleep. Young guy too, just in his 30s, and hurts my heart. So condolences and prayers to his loved ones and family. But it got me to thinking that I haven't seen him in a while, and it was a few times I was supposed to go kick it with him and never did it. And then I got a phone call saying he's deceased. You know, rest in peace. So I got to thinking, like, all the times I procrastinated with my loved ones. Just, you know, shooing them off, not making it a big deal to put any kind of rush to go, just spend some time, or even a simple phone call telling people that you love them, whether it's family or friends. And I was just wondering, like, how important it is for you guys to give people their flowers while they're alive. If y'all want to speak on that.
It's extremely important. Cause you just never know. But I am proud of your monkey ass because you know you have fucked up phone etiquette.
Oh, my phone etiquette.
But now when I call you, you know you answer, so you know.
Well, I'm gonna give you your flowers, man.
Kudos to you.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna share this one story and then I'm gonna be done with it because it's real personal and I really do miss this person. And she died very tragically. And it was just so funny because I kept asking her peoples like, oh man, where's she at? You know, what's she doing? This, that, and the third. I need to go see her. I need to go see her. I need to go see her. And then I got a phone call. Literally got a phone call. 2 days later, she had been killed. So, and I regretted it. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to show people, period. Even if you don't have a close bond with them, just being able to have that love, have that appreciation, even if you're not feeling it at the time, just for people, period, for humanity, period, because we are really, really on low with that type of love. So for people who, you know, you may have just an acquaintance with, your family, your friends, you should try and tell them that you love them, you care about them every single day, because you never know when they're gonna go. And it's even more fucked up when they leave tragically, because it's different if a motherfucker is sick, you know what I'm saying, you still kind of have a little bit of time, but when it happens suddenly, especially like that, you know what I'm saying, it makes you feel really, really bad inside. And I would give anything to have her back and tell her how much I love her and how much I miss her. So, you know, like after that happened, it completely changed my whole way of thinking. It completely changed my whole way of thinking. Like even my mom, because you know your parents, they say shit to you all the time.
Right.
That be dropping little jewels, be like, fuck, you know what you right. My mom told me one day, because she came in the room, because my mom is a jokester, she liked to joke, she liked to bug and shit.
Shout out Michelle. Hey baby.
I love you, mommy. And you know, she came in the room, she was fucking with me, and I was like, you know, I had an attitude, I was acting like a curmudgeon, and I was like, man, get your old ass out of here. And she turned and she looked at me, she said, Rashida, I ain't gonna be here forever. And I was like, that shit hit me though.
It's right in between
hard.
the titties.
And it did.
Damn.
I was like, you're right. So her saying that other incident, it has completely changed my way of thinking.
Yeah.
It has.
So, you know, shout out to everybody who ever lost anyone. You guys know exactly how it feels. Death is never easy. But like I said, make sure you give your folks their flowers while they're alive. Life is way too short. And speaking of life, shout out to me, by the way. I got a brand new spanking, kicking baby boy. Hey, Mateo.
Yeah.
So life is beautiful. You know, I appreciate it a little bit more getting up in age, man. But I really do want to use my platform for things that I feel that's going to, you know, change the mind of these youngsters especially. Because they live in a society to where everything is quick and now, including life. It's a lot of youngsters dying, overdosing and shit like that, not paying attention, walking to school on their phones, getting hit by cars.
Yeah.
They're 16 years old. How you getting hit by a car at 16? You know what I'm saying? So, like when we started this podcast, we always said we're gonna shoot our shit and everything, but we also want to throw a good message out there, use this platform for some kind of positive, man. But you got anything to shed on that, Gigi?
I think for me, like listening to y'all stories, it's been a different take for me. I haven't lost a lot of close people in my life, but when I sat here and listened to y'all, I was like, damn, I really bitch at my family a lot for not being there for me. And that's me being selfish, because I'm not sitting here thinking and like, shit, well, you ain't there for them either.
Right.
You're so busy being petty, like they're not there for you.
Right.
But if something was to happen, you know what I mean? I'd be heartbroken and be sad and be sitting there like, well, shit, I was wasting all this time being upset with y'all versus just being like, you know, fuck it, this is the only family I got. And so now I'm sitting here thinking about it, like, damn, this is low-key a lot of people who would see this and be like, yeah, bitch, you still ain't came to visit me yet. So now that I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, yeah, I got a couple of trips I need to be making like ASAP, because people done went on and had kids and I ain't met their kids yet, and they going on 5 years old.
Yeah, because
but stuff like that, and I'm like, damn, you know, I may die before I ever meet their kids. So that's some, they kids over here calling me auntie and ain't never met me.
Right.
So like when I start thinking about that shit, like, yeah, that's sad. Like I need to get out there and do more.
Hey, and you know that it's coming up towards the end of the year, and that's gonna be one of my resolutions is, you know, just to kill procrastination. I want procrastination to die. I think personally, I think that's one of my biggest downfalls. Have great ideas, and then I shit on them by not just doing them when I should. But when I do it and go for it and reach my goals, I hit a home run. So one of my goals this year, or coming up next year, is to be, you know, to kill procrastination. Man. You got any jewels you want to drop about like y'all looking forward to in the 19? You gonna perfect the bun? What you gonna do?
I mean, I don't think it could be any more perfect than how it is now. But I think the only way that I can perfect this bun is if I put some accents in it or something. But I think, honestly, what I want to work on more is just relationships. A lot of people do not focus on relationships, whether they're monogamous or platonic. You need to be focused on these relationships, because relationships are important, whether it has to do with business, love, friendship, or family. And let's not burn no bridges in 2019.
Right.
Let's go out here, make different acquaintances, meet different people, make friends, and do things like that, and shit, get this money.
Get this money. A lot of things go into this show, you know. And shout out to the EP we got, KG. It's my guy, works hard, man. If anybody ever filmed photography and doing editing and shit like that, you know how hell of a process that could be. But speaking of you know, relationships and stuff, he just got back from tour nationwide, Chi-Town, New York, Florida, the Carolinas, Mississippi.
Who's living vicariously
and you know,
through this man on social media?
Man, I'm just looking at his pictures like, this motherfucker, I want to be there. This nigga just on lakes and shit,
I was
smiling
trying to be in the backdrop of some of the photos.
But when he got back, that was one of the things he was talking about, what she was touching on, is just building relationships. You know, we got a lot more new ideas we're gonna do for this show. I'm looking forward to it, man. But yeah, just shout out to KG for all your hard work, bro. We appreciate you. And I'm gonna give you your flowers while you alive, nigga. Take your bouquet, bitch.
Most apparently.
That nigga probably put a rose in his fro, huh?
Hell yeah.
Hey, fuck y'all.
Coachella ready, like me.
Very Coachella-esque.
Speaking of relationships, man, everybody here in relationships, right?
Yes, love.
So you don't have to say anything to incriminate yourself. You can talk about past, present, or whatever. Just some people that you know going through some shit. But relationships.
They can be
in
very
2018/19. It's a little different.
A lot of
1956.
A lot of
So we'll start with you, Gigi. Let's first of all, how do you maintain your relationship? How do you keep it new?
Keep it new. For the most part, I always try to do something I ain't never done before. Like with no other significant other. That's how I keep it new, is by doing something I could create a memory with somebody that I haven't created with somebody already.
Mm-hmm.
So whether that be me trying a new restaurant I ain't never had, be like, listen, you going for the road trip or whatever, or just trying shit I ain't never tried, like a cooking class. Like I like to cook, but I ain't never felt like I needed nobody else's advice to make a meal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you dating something like that and they cook all the time, they like, well, it'd be nice to know how to cook a different cuisine. So I'm like, now I gotta learn how to roll sushi. Like, all right, but you know what I mean? But that's something new and different. When you in a different setting, you get to, get your aprons on and you all behind somebody like, let me see how you roll that. Like, they bring.
Hey, cause I ain't gonna lie.
That's some other
I
kind
go
of
to it at work, so if some shit worked back in my other relationship, I'm grabbing in that bag and I'm using it in this one.
Nah, I can't. No,
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't have no old bag of tricks. Cause I feel like anything that was old didn't work out with them last ones, so I don't be trying to. I don't double back on
my ham and cheese omelets. I'm gonna make her a ham and cheese omelet.
No.
And if I get the okay, like omelets is bomb, Matt. Like, thank you. You can thank the last bitch.
Cause see, I know she come in. Well, I know the last bitch like this shit. You gonna bring me the same thing? Nah, baby.
Well, speaking of keeping relationships,
on the side.
that's what you got to keep out your relationship. That pettiness and that bitchiness. And that's one thing I learned over the years. I don't even dig into the whole who we used to be with bad. That's just gonna open up some doors that you can't close.
I mean,
that old shit. I'm not going through that shit.
No, it's not so much that. But even with the female situation, there's times where it'd be like, oh, so this what you accustomed to type situation. It'd be like, why ain't the last nigga? Like, so don't go get comfortable type situations. Like, if that worked for you, go make it work again. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. You can't bring in your old shit into new relationships and expecting it to happen.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But if something worked in my old relationship, like if my back was broke with Toya, she might like the back.
If it ain't broke, don't fix that shit.
Yeah.
He's like, this omelet gonna work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found
bitch don't like these ham and eggs.
In my relationship, because I'm married, been with my girl for 10 years or so. So it's a little different from when I was out there wilding. But I noticed the happiest week. That ain't nobody business.
We co-sign on this because you already put it out.
This nigga said I am a Christian.
But not traveling. Every time we go take a trip somewhere, whether it's with the family or just us two, I notice we come home refreshed in a motherfucker. Every single time. Even if it ain't nothing but let's go to Vegas or heading to a trip down to Arizona to our people's house or some shit like that. I mean, just that whole burn.
Vacations are needed.
Yes, they are.
You need adult time to go get freaky in somebody else's room and space.
Hello.
Hello.
Where you can try some things, get really loud, and your neighbors ain't gonna really
If I ever spend a night at your house and I hear you and your girl in there doing it, I'm horny and I'm doing it to my girl.
Yeah, you probably would hear us.
Yeah.
We try to keep it at late night hours so the child don't hear. But
is that nasty? I used to stay in these apartments. My neighbors was getting in late at night, and I was just in there listening like a motherfucker.
And I'll be real with you, because moaning gets me there. Like, to hear a woman moan
so
and it's genuine, I'd be like, oh,
I'm not weird. Okay,
hello, that was a real moment.
My neighbors was getting it in. That shit turned me all the way on.
And I'm sure you had Asian neighbors too. Like, oh yeah. Yes, that would get me up. Like, babe, you hear that? We can go louder than that, babe. We can do it. Yeah, I would get excited.
Like a drum line.
Like, babe, I don't hear no footsteps over here. No, they can't do this.
Sexual drum line battle. Like, okay.
Yes. No, you're not getting in on action.
Okay, so anyway.
You know what the competitive...
I'm gonna... Okay, how I keep it fresh, since we're talking about sex. I like to keep things fresh in the bedroom.
Just the bedroom?
You nasty motherfucker.
I mean, I don't claim to be otherwise.
Hey.
So anywho, I mean, I like to do new things in the bedroom because I take trips. I do the different cooking things, like other things I like to do. I like to go out a lot and things like that, but I like to keep it fresh in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I like role playing.
Yeah.
You got a drawer, don't you?
Shut up.
When you open it, glow. Costumes.
Got games.
Whips and shit. Fucking
game
handcuffs with the
section.
I'm gonna do you like this. I don't know if everybody has seen Next Friday, but you know, me and my significant other, that's my goal. That is my goal, to to be like
No, so
Sugar and Elroy. That is my goal.
So
to
my
be
daughter
like,
go to your house and she's swinging on that swing. I'm like, baby, get up.
I'm gonna be like, baby,
That's
like
not
you
the
know, like you know, 50 Shades Dark. I want a red room.
There you go.
I want a red room. I want to have a room that's just for me and my husband, and I want a stripper pole in that
So what if your
motherfucker.
husband can't keep
A
up?
swing. I mean,
With all that shit.
what you mean he can't keep
I
up?
said, what if he can't? Cause
He can keep
I
up.
love sex, but if it's all that, I gotta perform like that every night. I'm kind of like,
Not
I don't
every. You
think
don't
that's
have
an
to
every night
perform- right,
situation.
you know.
The red room ain't an every night
It's
unless you're in
not.
Amsterdam. I
That's
don't-
just, you know, if you feeling
Yeah.
some type of way.
Right,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But I'm really into role playing. And I mean, I don't know, nigga. I'm dressed up like a burglar. Breaking the house.
You just
Now,
gonna take
now
me
that
there?
you're talking to like
You just gonna
dressing
take
up,
me
like, are you into the animal heads or anything? I'm just curious because
I'm
I've seen
not-
people use these, and
I'm
I'll be like,
not, but I
That's some
could
eyes
be.
wide shut
I
shit.
could be later on in life. I'm not going to totally veto that.
Okay.
Because I'm going through my mental Rolodex, and I might be into that later on in life.
And I'm going
I
through a
might.
mental Rolodex, y'all talking nasty, and I ain't supposed to be looking at neither one of y'all. Like that.
listen, role play is role play. I'd be the type to drop my girl off at the front door and be like, go have a seat, I'll meet you inside. Like, I'm
Okay.
down for the role play.
I'm telling you.
I'm coming in like you ain't never met me. I'm sitting at the
Yes.
table. No, I'm paying for this.
Is that right? I
We should
always
do
thought
this
that
when
kind
we
of shit
date.
was cool.
Yeah, right? So, like, you know, I'm that type.
I
I'll be
guess I
like,
gotta try it if I knock. I thought that
you
was
have
cool.
to. Be like, baby,
Give
I'm stopping.
your lady a name for the night.
My name is Amber Lanes.
Oh,
That's
so
my
she got
name.
hers.
My name is Amber Lanes.
Maybe I gotta go shopping.
You need to.
Well,
Go to Adam and Eve.
Go to Adam and get some those drawers that you can eat.
You can get all of that there.
Get any-
You can order it. You can order it
Come here,
online.
stripper
it's
man,
more than
stripper
just
man.
draws.
That ain't corny to women. Tell the truth.
What?
Your dude
I
coming
don't
in
think
stripping
so.
and shit. That ain't corny.
I mean, when I used to
On
mess
some
with men,
Magic
if a
Mike
man came
shit.
in with some edible draws on, he was gonna get the damn thing.
I'm trying to
if
tell
he came
you.
in with
Fruit
edible,
roll-up?
Yes.
he was clean.
Okay. But you know.
We're
Anybody
not
got
getting
a
into
crop
the
in a heartbeat,
story in this
like,
episode.
But I'm just saying.
Because the sex part is cool, and I'm glad you guys are open to, experience new things. A lot of listeners need to hear that, because a lot of people's sex life is dry,
That is terrible.
which leads to cheating,
That's so terrible.
which leads to bringing diseases
No,
and
I
shit
feel
home
like
to straight
sex
ladies.
should just be like talking. You should be able to say what it is you want. If you like, babe, I need you to blow on my asshole. Like, you should be able
You
to
need
say,
to blow on that
babe, that's
ass.
what's gonna get me to
You need to blow
come real
on
quick.
that
and
ass.
blow
Blow on that ass. That's what you need to do.
Man, I
You
ain't
blow
like
on
I
that
never
ass.
separated my grilled cheese and
Okay.
whatever it's gonna take you to get you up.
Eat
tonight,
them
babe.
groceries.
Eat her.
A healthy sex life is always cool, but what about romance?
Romance is important as well.
And what's the new school romance? Like, what's romantic these days?
Well, that's
That's
pretty.
individual.
Yeah, that depends on you and what you like to do.
Because my romantic ain't gonna be the same as others' romantic.
Right.
Because my romance, this is where me and my wife bump heads. I'm a beach dude. I like to go to the beach and just chill, especially at night.
He a real
get
dog.
the
He like to
bonfire.
be walked.
Yeah.
He a real dog. He like to be walked
I
on
like
the
to walk in the beach with my toes in the sand and shit, hearing the water crash against the motherfucker. That shit is dope to me. Kind of give me some kind of serenity. My wife can't stand the goddamn beach.
Man.
You feel me? So you gotta have some
Nobody
kind of.
want no
Is there
sand in their
anything
ass
else
crack?
that
I
you
don't
like that's
that
romantic
shit.
other than walks on the beach?
Yeah.
But see, that's when my nigga comes out.
Okay.
Because like, I really feel like what's romantic other than just pleasing your girl. But I want to do that in a way where it's outside the bedroom.
Can I say something? Okay.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to romancing and relationships and things of that nature, you have to be willing to compromise with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you like to go to the beach, then sometimes she need to go to the beach. But when she want to do something, you have to be willing to do it as well.
Yeah.
So, because for me, romance, just take me. Romance for me is, nigga, take me to Walmart and let's go in Walmart and get on the little carts and shit and drive around Walmart
Right.
fucking
Yeah,
up
that's
and
me.
shit,
Yeah, that's
being goofy, acting
Right.
like we work there, we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's romantic and funny to me. Or like taking me out to go listen to some spoken word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's romantic for me. And then what's romantic for him, because he fucking love to eat, he likes romantic dinners. So it's really just about knowing your mate and trying to please them the best way you know how. But they also have to be willing to reciprocate.
Yeah.
Because it can't just be about you all the time or about her all the time. It has to be about you guys
Right.
together collectively as a unit.
Because I know this, some of the corniest shit, and this might sound a little corny, y'all might laugh at this shit, but just putting a little thought into your woman, niggas. Put a little bit more
I don't
thought into
even
your
know that
woman. I
y'all
had got
put
my
a little
woman
thought.
something simple as I got her a big ass card. I think I got it from like 7-Eleven or something, like $4. But I went to everybody she knew. Not that we knew, but everybody she knew to sign it for her. When I gave her that, she opened it up. She seen like her grandma, her cousin, some of her friends she went to high school with, and she seen that I went around and took the time to do that. She broke out in tears. It was the most beautiful, romantic thing.
Yes.
But I would
You know
say
what I'm
this,
saying?
what makes it romantic is she didn't have to tell you
Right.
to do it. And that's what
Exactly.
makes romantic. Like me, I give my girl flowers every week. So for her, that's not really romantic. But when I say be ready at 7, we about to go somewhere, she'd be like, oh shit,
Right.
tell me where we going. And I'll go get all her cousins involved. Like, hey, just pump her head, tell her to be ready at 7. Like, tell her go get off. And she be sitting there, what? And then, you know, take her to a little restaurant she been wanting to go to for a while. And then be like, oh, you did all this for me? Yeah, because I'm going out of town tomorrow, baby. And so, you know.
Right.
But that's how it works. But can she be mad if I didn't went out my way to do all this before I went out of town? No, she can't really be mad.
Y'all
She
getting
was
this work too
romantic.
because you got all kind of different perspectives here. You got the
Yes, you
nigga
do.
who ain't a flowers and candy type dude, but still know how to
I'm the
please his
flowers
woman.
and candy.
You got the freak in the sheets and the women in the streets shit right here, and then you got the one woman right here that fellas, when she ate your girl's pussy, she might leave you for it. So
That is true.
you're getting a wide variety of, you know what I'm saying, some of this game and these jewels,
Taking
man.
all
I
applications
just
and all
want to
that shit.
say, like, you know, my boo recently did some romantic shit for me. It may not be romantic to others.
He blew on your ass and he had a
No.
fireman outfit on.
Wait.
He came in like the oh
Favorite outfit, thank you very much, is the hard hat. I love it.
Hey.
But,
Do it. That's a little inside, dog. Y'all stupid.
inside. But, you know, I have been telling them, you know, I want to work out, but I just don't have the time to do it because I work 12-hour days every day. So I had to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning every fucking day. And I don't get off till 5:30. So I don't have time to do my usual walk because daylight savings. So I'm like, damn. He was like, well, baby, maybe you should get a bike or something. And then, you know, just get on your little bike, ride around the town, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. So looking for bikes and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, these bikes cost a lot. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a sporty motherfucker. So I need a bike that match my kick game.
Ain't that a bitch?
I mean,
She's on
I'm
there
just
looking for
saying.
that Nike Poro Sport.
Nike
You
twins
goddamn
for her
right.
swim.
You goddamn right.
Nike
Okay.
twins for her swim.
So,
But Rashida,
Hello.
make sure you get an extra big seat. That's a lot of
Hey,
ass
listen,
for
I ain't
that
gonna
bike,
lie.
nigga.
Not even just the
I don't
ass,
know if that
vaginas
BMX
and
can handle all
white
that
vaginas
ass,
on
nigga.
bicycle black shirts. Like, I'm the one of them niggas to be riding like that. I can't sit down. Like, that shit hurts.
You got a lot of ass for a BMX seat. nigga.
Man, fuck
shut
all that.
up.
We could go into business for making the seats
We
from
could.
one set.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, that's a whole nother conversation.
That is a whole nother
That's a
convo.
whole other time. A big booty
That we
seats.
need to have though.
We need to have
We
it.
do need
we
to
can
have
go
that.
somewhere with that.
We need to have a bike with heavy booty seats. And I have a heavy booty. Anywho, so yeah, so he was like, well, I'll pay for half your bike. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, oh, okay. But when I went out there to visit with him, he blessed me with all the money to pay for my bike. And he just surprised me with it. I thought he was just gonna do it later on, but he just surprised me with it. For me, that was just like everything. I was like, oh,
That's cute.
you care about my cholesterol. So I was like, okay, like, all
That
right.
man, he wants you to live.
That's
though.
funny.
Yeah.
And right now, we're going to take a little break, man. We be right back. Y'all stay tuned in. Thinking Out Loud.
Oh, what's that?
Because he be some iron.
All right, man. We are back. Thinking Out Loud. Like I said, man, make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel. We're giving it to
Yes.
you from the people's perspective.
Yes.
No goddamn celebrities trying to tell you how to
Hell
think.
no.
None of that. Just straight up barbershop talk with my sisters. Sister B, Sister JJ. We good?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So we was talking about relationships. It's cool. Let's get into some business though. Some marketing, strategic marketing. Real quick shout out to my boy G Daisy up in Vegas, man. Y'all see this bomb ass sweatshirt I got on, this hoodie and what? Make sure y'all check him out at on his IG handle at And What Fashions Boutique. And What Fashions Boutique. He got all the latest gear for you. Also, like I said, I want to provide this platform to any of you guys. Want to use my platform to promote your business, whether it's clothes, if you got a food truck, nigga, if you selling t-shirts out the back of your truck, whatever it is you want, CDs, lemonade, it don't matter.
CDs,
You know,
masterpiece,
slide on into the DMs and holler at your boy.
Listen, if y'all could, feel free to pull up and cook us a meal while we sit here doing the show.
'Cause niggas
we
be
offer that
hungry.
too, nigga. If y'all got the little taco stand,
Man.
Yeah, so shout out to And What. You show them the And What though?
I did.
And what
I
though?
can do it again.
And what though?
And what though?
And speaking of fashion, shit, we got the CEO of Legit Hustle. Let's talk about it, sis. Let's get into how you got into it and you know, the steps you took and where you at now and what you plan to be.
Man, y'all be mad at me. So what I'm doing now at this age is what I used to do back in the day in high school. And I think I'm more so upset with myself because I talked to my best friend often and I was like, bro, had we stayed consistent when we was in high school, where would we be right now with the clothing line? And so where we at right now as adults, he kind of has his own clothing line and I have my own. We do our own printing and pressing and everything. So Legit Hustle Apparel is on Instagram right now. I'm re-upping and trying to get some new fashion for 2019. I'm trying to stay ahead of the wave because these kids in this new era, they move so much faster than us adults. Right. And I'm just trying to keep up. So I do have some beanies, some new shirts and stuff that'll be dropping in December. You know, KG the best, so I gotta plug them for the photo shoot and stuff. But you know, I mean, that's really what it is right now. Legit Hustle Apparel is kind of urban fashion clothing line that's really dedicated to everybody who works, eats. So I tell people all the time, I sell my clothing line and I do that for profit for me to return around and buy more product and stuff. But I also encourage young teenagers who out there ain't really got a job, 9 to 5, whatever, but want to make some extra bread, hit me up. I definitely let them sell some stuff to make a 10 to 5%.
And I can contest to that. She had my son out there hustling.
You
Shout out
right.
to Caleb. What's
Listen,
up, young man?
Everybody who works will eat working with me. And
That's
I
right.
definitely look for young entrepreneurs out there who want to start either their own brand, their own clothing line, or who just want to be a fashion icon, want to be a model, things of that sort. Holla at me. Legit Hustle Apparel. You can find me on Instagram. I'm sure if you look out there on some other sites, you may find me as well. But Legit Hustle.
Yeah. Just tell them the handles so they know how to get some Legit Hustle gear.
Yeah. If you go to @Legit Hustle Apparel on Instagram, you'll definitely find me. Or you could go to @l.h.crew. You'll also find all my other stuff. So I'm a young entrepreneur. I do it all. I mostly manage, but I manage models, DJs, artists. I mean, I do it all.
Right.
Poets, whatever it is. I'm really into this whole industry of making it. But I like to make it in the right ways. So I definitely like putting people to work and, you know, seeing the benefits of it.
Well, I've seen your work. I've seen how hard you grind, man. I hope somebody looks at this and maybe you can help them out and make some money at the same time. Now, Rashida B, you just got back from the 702 out there in Vegas doing your hustle thing. I know your significant other had you out there doing some shit. Can you tell us something about what's going on in that and what though?
Well, I mean, and1 is always doing it big, and like lately they've been doing a lot of pop-ups all over Vegas. So they're really into the pop-up shop. And I don't know if anybody really knows what that means, but basically we just go to different spots and we pop the fuck up with popping ass gear. So if you're ever in the 702, don't forget to look out for the pop-up so you can get you some of that good and what gear. Cause it's and what though.
And what though. And you can, like I said, you can find them at And What Fashion Boutiques on the IG.
Yes.
On the IG.
Yes.
And shit, while we doing this nice little marketing, gotta shout out the homie KG. That nigga got some bomb ass hands when he behind that lens, man. So if you ever need a shoot, you know what I'm saying, you can find him at, is it KG the Dina homie?
It is.
And all these handles is gonna be up under here, so you can just click up under here when we get the little thing.
Follow
you know what I'm saying? So we good, we good.
Okay. We might follow back. No, I'm just like.
So we got all that shit out the way, man. So, remember I said we was gonna go back to the spicy shit, right?
Yes.
Spice.
They like it spicy, but somebody here likes it sweet.
Well,
can you please tell us the gag reflex story with the honey on the dick, making it more hard in order for you to eat it?
This is Rashida, aka Rashida B, and we're back live in a living color. Talking about the sex. Yes.
the sex.
Let me put the fan out just in case it gets
It's getting hot this mother.
But anywho.
I think my weenus is getting a wreck.
Yeah, I call mine a weenie.
Yours never gets soft, nigga. Yours never gets soft.
I love her.
That's my wounded penis.
Okay. So for all of you women out there who do have a gag reflex, okay, loves.
No, I'm sweating.
Pull in a little bit closer.
Dr. Ruth of the Hood.
So
I think I just showed my age by this thing.
that is
Put up the roof.
cut.
Lord, hunty.
So, back to what I was about to tell you.
The ghetto Dr. Ruth.
Yes, I am. Very ghetto and can really help you with your sex life. Hello.
We'll teach the bitches how to suck that dick.
For all you amateur dick suckers out there,
Amateur dick suckers.
with gag reflexes, I know everybody's not blessed to have that natural deep throat ability. But if you're lacking, all you need is a teaspoon of warmed up honey or agave. Not only is it sweet going down the throat, but that dick will go down the throat even sweeter.
Dick sweetener. I'm done.
Yes.
Dick sweetener.
Damn it. So that's the trick.
Stir your coffee with this
Put
shit,
some honey
sis.
on your nigga's dick. Treat it like a goddamn spoon.
Okay, well, can I chime in on this? Cause
Yes, you can.
Back in my day,
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, I
Way
used to be a
back.
woman eater.
It's
Whoa,
okay.
back in the day, man eater. Listen, I used to use the fruit by the foot technique.
Oh,
but that got real messy.
I had
It
no
is.
idea.
So
It
the
is.
nigga had a lot of pubic hair and it got
It's
messy. Listen.
It's a
Okay, because listen, it's a fruit by the foot, right? So it's a foot long, and you get to wrapping it around the dick that may not be a foot long, right? And so when you get to doing your work, it gets to sliding down that pole, and now you got, Fruit Loop all in the nigga's pubes. And so this is why it's okay for niggas to sometimes, trim.
boobs is ridiculous.
It's okay to trim the pubes. I'm not saying you gotta
Okay.
wax them all off.
It is always a good look
Right.
to get your manscaped
Okay.
on, okay? Because don't nobody got time to be coughing on no pubic hair.
Hold on. I gotta speak up for my niggas.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Y'all speaking up for y'all. Niggas ain't about to get manscaped, nah, nigga.
Why not?
Niggas ain't
Why
shaving, they ain't getting bikini waxes and
You
shit.
don't have to
Ain't
do
nobody,
that.
we gotta trim some of
Right.
that
You
shit
know,
'cause the
you
bitch get in
got
her
clippers,
teeth.
use some
Like,
barber.
I'm a barber and I ain't never lined a nigga dick hair up.
Why
Well, I don't
would
need you to
do
line
it?
a nigga.
Why
dick.
would you do
But
it?
you should at least
No.
get in there and
This
trim
is
your
what
own.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If you have your own clippers,
Nigga, trim your shit.
trim your shit.
But
You ain't
tell
gotta
your
cut it
ass
off.
to trim that shit, because if
You
I'm
don't
going to your
gotta
house
cut it off.
and I gotta shave, touch myself up, you been cutting your balls.
First of all, don't
Nigga, that
use
shit
another
ain't
man's clippers. I'm sorry, that's like using the next man's
That's-
draws. Don't
it
do
is.
it.
Yeah, certain shit you just don't do.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
clippers,
no,
shit, I cut hair for
I mean,
a
I
nigga.
guess
use
y'all
clippers.
do it at the barbershop. Dip them things in the
Yeah.
acetone and shit.
Don't manscape, homie. That's kind of moist, my dude.
Excuse me.
You down there looking clean and
Excuse
shit and all
Excuse
that.
me. What's
Look.
wrong with that?
There's
I did
nothing
it once because
wrong.
the only reason why I did it because it make your dick look a little bigger.
There is nothing wrong.
I did
A
it
cool little
once.
inch and a half off that.
You know my
But when it
bad.
grew
Nigga said,
back,
I
it
did
was
it once.
horrible.
Okay.
It was horrible
There
when it
is
grew back. Don't do it.
nothing wrong with the manscape. You do not have to wax.
You don't.
Hell, you ain't even got to get a close shave. But you need to at least put a 1 on that motherfucker when you going down there.
What
Something.
the fuck is y'all going down on?
Here's the thing.
Hungarians?
Well,
Niggas ain't hairy like
their
that.
pubic hairs are straight. When you deal when you dealing with black men, the pubic hairs is a little strange. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
They're
look-
different.
I only know about mine.
Niggas be throwing up gang signs. Fuck all that. They need to be trimmed, nigga, if you want your dick sucked more. Trim
Trim
your
it.
hairs.
Trim it.
Fucking when niggas got pom-poms.
I'm helping y'all niggas out. If you want your dick sucked,
Trim it.
trim the hair. Okay?
Trim your
You want
hair.
it done
Y'all
more
niggas have
often.
razor burns on your
She
dick.
will
listen
not
to these
know
niggas.
you won't.
Listen
No,
to
you
what we
won't.
saying. We're not saying make yourself look like a newborn
They
baby.
gonna think you got
That's
herpes.
not
Look,
what we
listen, They
saying.
told me to shave my dick hairs.
We said trim it.
Look like broccoli and
Just
shit growing from
trim.
your dick.
Trim it.
It doesn't have to be ski bald. It
No.
don't have to be like
Preferably
that.
give
It's a
that
cool
LeBron
coat.
James
But you know what?
headline.
Hold up, because you're talking all that shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Because a nigga will be real quick to tell you to wax some shit and shave some shit. Nigga, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You
Remember
trimming your
earlier when
trunk.
we said this wasn't the 70s no more?
So if it's not the 70s, motherfucker, why you get to miss the memo?
Because manscaping
Well.
is different from y'all shaving y'all.
It is not different.
The scaping of the private parts is for the exact same thing.
Thank you.
No, it's a little smoother. Y'all get wetter, and you know that.
Well,
And it's
Well.
shit, I'm just saying.
I don't know that y'all dick won't get a little more moist with a little less hair. I don't know that.
I don't know either. I'm just saying.
I done done some shit.
I guess I'm blessed because I ain't got a lot of hair. I ain't got a lot of hair.
I don't like a lot of hair. Like, I just don't. I don't like a lot of hair. When you have a lot of hair down there, it holds on to odors more.
I agree. Because that
You know
goes
what
for
I'm
women
saying?
as well.
Thank
Bitch,
you.
clean your
What
shit.
about shaving your
shit.
legs?
Huh?
What about shaving your legs?
My
How y'all feel
legs are
about that?
kind of spotty. Like,
I don't
my
grow hair on my
hairs-
legs.
My hairs are really fine.
Yeah.
So, like, and it be funny as fuck. I think it's because I have kind of like an OCD. And I pull the hairs out of my eyebrows and out of my eyelashes. And when I had hair growing on my legs, I would just pull the hair out of my legs. So, the hair that grows in on my legs is spotty as fuck.
Wait a minute. Did you wear a helmet when you went to school?
I did.
What kind of
Wear
shit
a
is
helmet.
Nah,
It's an
Gigi be the type to, after you didn't close the door, go behind you, open and close
open and close it.
and then come sit back down. Like, yeah, that's
The reason why I was bringing up the hair thing is I don't give a fuck about leg hair.
Okay.
Unless it's like super bushy.
I'm
and
gonna
shit.
agree with you. I don't care about my girl leg hair, but if I go down to eat some pussy, like, God damn it, if you don't trim that shit back, ain't nobody getting through that for us.
Something.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. I'll shave it for you, baby. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here. Leg
Eat
up.
pussy, hold on, that's a cool
Leg
segue.
up.
That's a cool
I got you.
segue. And you the perfect person to ask for this. Can you give us men some advice on going downtown on our women? Because when I talk to the homies and shit, usually what they do is they just suck the clitoris the whole
No,
time.
I'm gonna be
No,
real
you
with you.
can't just
So,
suck the clitoris.
sucking
Go
on
ahead,
a
girl.
vagina is similar to sucking a dick. Like, if your bitch went down there and did the same thing every time, you'd be like, bottle. Like, do something different.
Can you
Right?
take back?
So if you go down and you just on the clitoris the whole time, bitch gonna be like, okay, well, yeah, that feel good. But nigga, can you listen? Take advice. If your woman grab the back of your head and she start moving it, you lose all control. Let her move the head wherever the hell she want to go.
Okay.
Because I mean, 9 out of 10, she probably was like, yeah, this nigga hit a spot. He don't even know it. I'm be real with you. Because there's times as a female where I'm down there with my girl and she be like, and I be like, oh, okay, back, well, whatever. Like, if I wake up on my back and it be what it is, I'll be like, okay, well, baby, you in control. Shit, this feel good to you? Okay. Because what feel good to her don't necessarily feel good to me.
Right.
And there's times when she down, I'm like, listen, babe, I'm in control, okay? Hey, you just follow directions.
Niggas, I hope y'all taking notes, man.
Yeah,
'Cause you know how,
absolutely.
in my earlier cunnilingus experience, is that the correct way to say
Yeah, it is.
It is.
All I would do was spell the alphabet on her clit and hopefully she come by like K or something.
The alphabet works as a throwback for me. Like that's usually what I do when I first start messing with bitches. So every 1 year into it, I'll be like, hey, throwback, A.
Right.
Got you with the Q.
Right.
Got you one time, right?
When you get cool, try to do it in cursive, but yeah.
Yeah, no, but I don't just leave it with that. I like to try new shit every time. I'm not gonna lie. I just be on some weird, freaky shit sometimes. Just like, baby, let's see what this candle wax do. Got you with the shit that burn. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You ate some pussy before?
I have.
Damn, nigga. I didn't know you to me
Pussy.
shit.
It was too wet.
You know how
I'm sorry. Any female with a best friend and tried some shit before. Listen, any female with a best friend and tried some shit.
You see how easy that shit go over with y'all?
Yeah.
I can't be like, yeah, I slept a dick before. Nigga.
I'll be like, wow, really? I'm like, y'all niggas playing video games, huh?
I guess it's cool for y'all, man.
I'm gonna be real with you. Most females think that's what happened when niggas be playing video games. I'll be like, yeah, I don't trust a nigga that sit around for 12 hours playing video games.
Women is too beautiful. I have no
Fuck all that
desire
shit,
for that.
nigga.
But it's just crazy how females can do that and it's just like, whatever.
But society makes us feel that way because even as a gay female, when I see men together, I be like, nah, bro, that ain't right. But society has always portrayed women as lesbians on TV, but not so much as gay male couples. So when I see gay males, I be like, nah,
They
bro.
promote that shit heavy
Like,
now.
nigga, you in rain boots and like booty shorts?
Nigga, I stopped watching. I stopped watching some of my favorite TV shows when they did that shit too much. I stopped watching it.
Can I say this? This
That
is what
shit
I don't
offends
like.
me.
I don't have a problem with people's sexual preference. I mean, you find love wherever you find love. But when you being overtly animate about some shit, like my babe just had a pop-up in Vegas. And it was this dude, like, cause they play hip hop at their thing, and so he had on these tight ass pants, and I ain't gonna lie, his booty looked like 2 scoops of butter pecan.
Right, he had a nice little
He had a nice little keister, you know what I'm saying? And he did, but he was extremely flaming, and he was just and twerking and just doing the most, and I was like, okay, Rodrigo, we know. Okay, we know it's cool. Like you doing way too much. Like I just feel like, you know, if you're gay, you like men, and hey, it's cool. Whatever. That's your thing. Cool, but you don't have to be overtly about it.
And see, I'm with this. I'm okay with it, but when niggas be coming in like flaming, like, no, it's me, see me, and I'll be like, no, it's I feel like when I come in dressed like a man or whatever, I don't come in like, hey nigga, every nigga in here need to dap me up, nigga. Hey, I don't need that.
Well, that's not a sexual preference. That's an identity crisis.
Right, and I feel like a lot of these men will be with the booty shorts on and rain boots in the club.
Some hard ass studs out there too, though. There's some hard ass studs.
Any stud that walk around with a strap on and got some real issues, she has a sexual identity crisis. I'm talking to you, bitch. If you walk around with the strap all day, every day, you want to be a man. And you need to go enlarge your clitoris to have a penis, okay? It's called a weenus.
Hey, some of these bitches be so studded out, they be going to get prostate exams and shit.
I can see a bitch in here too. I can dead ass see a bitch in here.
Be mad when she get a Period.
I'm afraid
Remind
I
herself that she a woman.
Doc, I think it's sick, Doc. I
got
think
cancer.
it's sick. I didn't clean it in between each use, Doc. I think it's sick.
horrifying.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I treat my straps like I treat condoms. Like, I get a new one for each bitch.
Okay.
I don't use the same one.
Is that cheating in the lesbian community?
A lot of things is cheating in the lesbian. If
sorry.
I blink too hard in his sis tonight, it would
Right,
be cheating.
If your girl watching this, like, oh, that bitch made some pussy, man. Y'all switch seats.
But I ain't gonna lie, in the lesbian world, that's all they ever really take. Is like, oh, she sucked pussy. Oh, and you sit next to her. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
oh,
Hey, it's
shit.
crazy, man.
Sis.
That's crazy, man. But
It's
yeah.
how we do.
But yeah, man, we glad that you guys joined us today for this beautiful episode of Thinking Out Loud. We want to thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Before we leave, I want everybody to get their shameless plug in again, you know, on your social media handles. So let them know where they can find you, sis.
Oh, you can find me pretty much anywhere. Legit Hustle. You can hashtag Legit Hustle. I promise you, I've been putting in work out there. Or you can just find me at it_gets_better_rude boy. Now, if you go out there and find me, my girl got every reason to go after your ass. Because that's a long ass underscore name, okay?
Where can they find you at, Queen? You so all with me.
Thank you. You can find me at Rashida 36. That's my IG. I don't have any other handles yet, but I'm getting there. Oh, and Sheeta Boo 36 on Snapchat. But I do want to take this time out to send my own personal shout out to Little Bill. You know who you are. Dougie Doug. Dougie Doug.
Hey, he gonna be watching this like, man, I'm mad, I missed it.
Don't be wearing no Oreo shirt.
Keeping your seat warm, dude.
Keep the Oreo cookie shirt in the closet, my nigga.
He bringing polka dots back, nigga.
Okay. Dressing like Kwame.
Hey, you
shit.
can find me at Barbershop Matt on all my social media handles. And what's the Thinking Out Loud page?
Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking Out Loud on IG.
And
And there it is.